So last night I had a really interesting dream. I don't remember my dreams every night, but this one feels like it's coming back to me for some sort of reason. So I just wanted to share it. Um, so in the beginning, there was I think I was in my neighbor's house, but it was not my neighbor's house, but in this dream it was. And we were taking turns for like a shower situation. And my ex is there. She's there in almost every dream. And an interesting thing about my dreams is that her and my sister like interchange. Like they are the same person, but not the same person in my dreams. If anyone has any analytic understanding of what that might be about. And so she was taking a shower, then she was going to do some like business job type stuff. And then I was going to take a shower. And then I was coming out of the shower and it was like a tree house kind of that I was in. And there was this giant parrot. And I scooped up the giant parrot and it was the size of like, I don't know, a very large dog or something. And I was cradling the parrot and kind of like soothing it. And it was an older parrot. And I was holding it and soothing it and comforting it. And then I took it out into this large meeting of people and animals. Kind of like when you see in a movie that the animals are like still a part of society and they're talking. It was like that. So the animals were all there as a part of the group. And all sitting on this giant rock slab in front of this water, and it was like a town hall kind of a meeting. Everyone was listening to someone. And then a huge group of like wild lions, so they felt different than the animals that were sitting with us, came through, and everyone was sort of like jostling and adjusting to the wild lions. And then there were small cats who had a bit more of like a wildness to them, but they were small cat size, and they were jumping all over me. And this person who was very like shaman-y looking came over and was like, okay, this happens when they recognize a Pegasus. And it was like they were jumping around me and one other person, and I wasn't clear, were they jumping around me? But in my heart I was like, yeah, that's because I'm a Pegasus. And then it became clear it was not the other person, it was me. And so then this shaman person was like, you have to come with me, and you are like, put your name into this bracelet. And then it was this bracelet that had like this code type thing that you had to twirl in order to get the letters lined up. And I was trying to spell out Nkosi and I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, I don't know how to figure it out. And she was like, no, that's because that's not your name. It was like Huloa or something like that, Huloa. And she was like, I'm Huloa and you're Huloa. And I was like, we're both Huloa? And she was like, yes. And so then I was trying to figure out how to spell that. And then I was trying to figure out how to convey to them, like, I use they, them pronouns. But there didn't seem to be that in that language. Whatever language we were speaking, it was like we were not speaking English. And then we sat and everyone else was kind of like reorganizing themselves, and we were in front of, again, like this water. And she was like, okay, this is when it like begins, like I'm training you. This is kind of awesome. Anyways, I think dreams are really fun, and I'm probably going to take this dream later through Martha Beck's dream analysis activity, where you take every single, like, not every single, as many as you want, symbols or objects or people from the dream, and you ask them what they're meant to tell you. So you basically, the same thing that we do in sessions with like nausea, like, okay, nausea, like describe the nausea, tell me why you're significant, tell me what your purpose is, talk to me about what you're here to convey. And you do that with like anything that's prominent in the dream. So I would probably do it with the shower, with the parrot, with the wild lions, with the cats, with the bracelet, with the name, with the shaman, and see what I come up with. And what's lovely is that, with all of these things, you're tapping into your subconscious via your imagination. So it doesn't have to be anything real, right? It just shows you what's significant to you through your own subconscious. And, I also believe that there's like non-physical and not in this time-space reality forces that are communicating with us via our dreams. But you don't have to believe that, right? You can just believe that you're connecting with your subconscious and with what's meaningful to you given this one current life reality. And you can learn more about yourself, which I think is always interesting. All right, lots of love.